here. Get the show on the road. And to make it even better, we're going to start off with our precision weapons. In fact, I wonder... Oh, actually, I think it has to be a higher difficulty. So there's an achievement in Helldivers 2 where if you complete a mission, I think it's level 4 and above, with everyone only using sidearms, you unlock that achievement. So, incoming message from Super Earth. What do they want me to do now? We have failed to contain all of the outbreaks from the Meridian super colony. Terminids now infest more of our planet, spawning yet more agents of tyranny. Wow, so we actually failed the major Oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense now. So this is how the D&D aspect of the game works. If everyone doesn't contribute to it, then it changes the direction of the story. I see. Terminids now infest more of our planet, spawning yet more agents of tyranny. Evacuation orders have been issued for all nearby planets. Citizens flee their homes with only their clothes and family flags. This is unlikely to be the last of these outbreaks. They must be contained until the Ministry of Science finds a way to combat the super colony. Until then, our citizens will live in constant jeopardy. All right. Well, that's cool. It is actually a living, breathing canon event. Following the tragic, unavoidable loss of MD-17 anti-tank mines on Chuhei to the automatons and the civilians too, production began elsewhere immediately. However, output has been restricted due to the shortages of necessary metals. The automatons stole precious minerals from us and turned these stolen resources into new soldiers and war machines. We must recoup those losses. The Helldivers are ordered to conduct a forceful, large-scale decommissioning of automaton forces. The recovered scrap of dismantled bots will then be put towards construction. Okay, sorry, I fell asleep halfway through that. So, my classmate just passed due to reckless driving 7 or 8 days ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Neutral. That's very sad. Damn, that's super sudden too. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay. That's heavy. Okay, so we've 56, 7, 2, 10. Let's go where the most people are. We'll start with Vernon Wells. We'll do this. Remember, dry run first because I've probably played on controller for a maximum of 2 minutes total ever. So, let's see how this goes. I'm glad you're doing okay, Neutral. Chris, how's the driving going? I'm gonna stick with this armor because I was doing a little fashion show last night. I'm like, I like it. We're gonna go with it. It's very professional. Let's land south. Oh, this is so weird. Selecting items is just... It's counterintuitive. Thank you, Panda. Appreciate it. Oh, God, I'm so glad that's an ability now. I am so glad that's an ability. I mean, it would be completely useless if I didn't have an amazing moderator to actually utilize it, but it's just so convenient. The best. So we are going to do cluster and jump pack. Do we do mortar sentry, Gatling, autocannon? It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna bring whatever. We're talking lowest difficulty though. I say that now, and I'm probably gonna get pieced up. So we have to press the back button to ready. Interesting. This is going to be fun. It's been busy and exhausting revamping lifestyle as a result, but it's good. Oh, that sounds great. That's awesome. Any new interesting clients that you've had come through on any rides or anything like that? Okay, so now I gotta figure out, how do I... Dude, I can't see anything. I picked a morning map for a reason. I'm gonna trip and fall off this rock. Which, by the way, so I went to a family dinner last weekend with my cousin who just moved into Cali, and she was talking to a guy who's in the military. Okay, I just brought the jump pack, and he was telling us some stories about, you know, like training. So I guess he works near Death Valley, and so, you know, does some of the training there. And he was talking about how they did a night training op where they used night vision and everything. And one of his buddies just straight up, I don't know how high it was, probably not as high as this sort of ledge, just straight up walked over the edge like this. You know, luckily he was fine. He had some minor injuries, but he was just walking, put one foot in front of the other, and suddenly there was nothing there but air. So it's kind of scary. And it was obviously at night. And the field of view on those goggles, I guess, is pretty narrow. So you can't necessarily tell what's right in front of you. Look at this, guys. Look at all these super credits. It's insane. It's insane to me that more people don't take advantage of it. By the way, I am working on a comprehensive beginner's guide tutorial, which should come out today. I mean, okay, how do I move this? Oh, it's with the D-pad. Okay. So use the D-pad. We'll go to the illegal broadcast. And then the back button does it. Oh, God. This is going to take some getting used to for sure. I couldn't imagine being able to use these controls on higher difficulties when I'm getting swarmed. It would just be... It'd be hard. So, yes, I'll be hopefully releasing that today. And it will go over all the basics. I mean, anyone who's played the game probably will know most of it. There may be a couple gems in there. Oh, nice. We got an anti-materiel rifle. I can't pick it up. There we go. Most people will know all the fundamentals, but there might be some hidden details or gems in there that you may have missed. So I hope it is useful when I release it. And man, Helldivers has had such a crazy series of events in just the past 3 months with, you know, the optional PSN adding, or not, well, I should say mandatory PSN adding, and then the revoking of it. It was just crazy. Last week I drove Smokey Robinson's niece, and it ruined my sleeping schedule. Was it a late... hang on. Usual CEO types had a funny run-in with Grant... Oh, that's funny. Grant Cardone, where I confused him with a previous client. Cool guy. Huh. I remember getting... I think I was recommended a podcast, or he was a guest on a podcast I listened to a couple years ago. I drove Smokey Robinson's niece, and it ruined... Why did it ruin your sleeping schedule? Was it a late trip? That happened to Jennifer Lewis. She was in Africa and walked right off a ledge from her bow. Oh, God. So you're talking about the falling off? Jesus. Yeah, I tried to add a bunch of bops to the playlist. So remember, guys, the link is good for 7 days. So if you want to contribute to it, you can. Oh, God. I can't shoot through the fence. Also, how do I reload? It's with X, I believe. It's going to take some... Definitely take some getting used to. Let's call in a resupply early in case I need to cry and lick my wounds and run away. Okay, that worked. Jesus. This is so weird. There is no aim assist that I can tell. So you really have to be careful. Imagine playing on Helldive solo with a controller and no crosshair. That'd be the day. Okay, you tap Y to switch to your sidearm. You hold Y to switch to your heavy. And then when you're on your heavy, if you hold Y, it goes to your primary. But if I tap Y, it still goes to my primary, okay. Good to know. Can I take this out with a... Yes, I can. That should work, hopefully. Nice. Okay, so so far it's not horrible. It's just a matter of remembering which buttons do what. Oh god. Oh, it got collat. It feels like there's a tiny bit of aim assist, but I don't think there is. It's more placebo than anything else. Also, how do I stim? Oh, it's up on the D-pad. Okay. Let's reload everything here. Is there a playlist command, or do I have to copy paste like a peasant? There's no. It's literally just the link in Discord. I haven't added any commands for it or anything like that. Yes, we. Unfortunately, it's peasants for now. I crawled into bed at 7:45 last night. The fatigue I'm dealing with right now is kicking my from. Hang on. Get this stupid ad thing. Oh, perfect. Thank you. The reason why I don't have a command panda is because it's going to expire. I mean, I guess I could change it in the command every time. But that is an idea. Hey Siri, remind me in 2 hours to make a playlist command in StreamerBot. I am getting killed. Sorry, I'll read your messages in a second. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let's reload here. Boom, perfect. Why are there tremors? I talked to the manufacturer next order. I make they're going to send an additional 20 vessels to replace the oh, fantastic. That's great. That is really good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, it's owed to you, so, you know, because I used to screwed up the delivery. It just reminds me of that TikTok I saw years ago where it shows all of the delivery people and what they do or how they deliver items. And it starts off with the Amazon guy who kind of just gently places it, and there's a plant next to it. He fixes the plant, and by the end, it gets to FedEx, UPS, and they're just kicking it around like it's a soccer ball. Let's see. I guess I should try sniping on controller, right? Where are these guys? I can barely see anything, man. Oh, wow. That's not good. My sniping is become very questionable. It's actually easier in third person than it is to do it fully ADS'd in first. I feel so slow hitting these keys. Okay, okay. Well, we'll just make our way through each rank. I'll start joining lobbies probably on the second one just to expedite the process. Fatigue, and I think I also just super bummed about the condition of the box. I hate FedEx so much. It wasn't the manufacturer's fault at all. They packed everything so beautifully. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to matter if you put, you know, if the person shipping puts fragile on the outside either. They just throw everything. Yeah, that's super annoying, Panda. How do I switch to grenades? Oh, here we go.
Fire in the hole!
Dude, I don't know how people play this game on controller. Like, I'm just struggling just on trivial. How do I add to the playlist? So you should just be able to hit the link and it'll let you add songs. The delivery person knew that wasn't acceptable because they did right. They just took a picture of their own foot. That's it. They need to be fired, honestly. So that's pretty. It's pretty crappy. All right, what do we got here? More grenades. That's what we need. Woo! That felt good. Line them up. Okay, you know, now I'm shocked thinking back in the olden days. This is how I played Call of Duty 2. Was on a controller. On veteran difficulty for, I don't know, it must have taken me a month to beat the game because I was struggling so much. All done on controller. It's slowly coming back to me. I say that now, and then we get to the second difficulty, and I'm just going to be screaming and crying the whole time. Just you wait. If you join the playlist by adding it to your followed playlist, you should be able to select a song and then add to playlist and select roams. I'm actually not sure how it works from the person adding its perspective, but I think you're right because you were able to add a bunch of songs. Will was on it, and then it said someone else joined the playlist, so I can see who's adding which song, so I know it's working. 71% completion. Okay. Oh, wow, we got this just in the nick of time. They just completed the entire planet. Now I feel obligated to stick to the major objective. I love this song. I got this on one of those 90s fashion show edits. Oh, so good. The best part of the video though is it starts off with a guy saying, "You're gonna be very surprised by what I'm wearing tonight." Or it's something like, "You're not gonna expect what I'm wearing tonight. I think everyone will be in for a big surprise." And then it cuts to another model who looks kind of like him but isn't him. So all the comments are just, those aren't the same people. I'm like, you know what? It's a bop anyway. It doesn't matter. It's a great edit. Okay. Let's see who we can join. And remind me of our personal. 10 common samples. Well, we're already over halfway done with that, which is great. We should get that in the next mission. No problem. I am going to... Can we go... What happens if we go to an area that is completely liberated? I don't think we can even do that. Oh, this one is. Somehow there's 4 Helldivers here. RB for difficulty. And we'll quick play in this region. Oh shoot, I need to turn this up. Oh, I need to mute this guy. I can hear his game, me joining, through his microphone, or through his headset. Alright, let's do cluster. Oh, this is terminated. Okay, so it actually does matter where you queue. That's a thing I need to note in my tutorial because that's inaccurate information then. We'll do jump pack, sniper, and we'll do precision. We're good with anything else. When you said that, man, it just reminded me of old Greg. Can I see your gun setups? Sure. Well, I'll go through what I have right now in 1 second. Have you followed any of the rap beef? I have been following it. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you doing? I've been following it, and so far that the last update I heard was about the shooting and how it might be connected to the weekend. That's about it. I definitely don't have the right gun for this scenario, but that's okay. I'm not sure why we're doing Terminid stuff. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm about as new as this guy. What level is he? Level 8? Using a controller to play this makes me feel like I've just installed the game. This is so weird. My game sense has decreased by 10. Alright, where are we supposed to go here? Oh, we're already on the objective. Oh no, not you, not you. Reload. I appreciate mouse and keyboard so much right now, you have no idea. There aren't even that many enemies. Okay, so let's get over to the terminal. The sooner we can get this done, the better. We don't have to keep playing bug missions. We got some samples that'll go towards our personal.
I'm on the terminal.
Yeah, so we're talking about the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake that has been sort of taking the internet by... There's two things that are kind of big right now as far as news, and I would say it's that, though I feel like it was bigger a couple days ago. There's that, and then there is the whole Met Gala issue where celebrities are being mass unfollowed, which, you know, I think it's great that people recognize how much more ability they have than they think. You know what I mean? Because there's so... People don't understand. They think that they live under an iron fist, when really, like, in the way our society is set up, you can make a difference with your purchases, you know? At the end of the day, companies and organizations, they want to make money, and they do that through you. So what you do matters. And I think that's a really good thing that people are starting to realize. And the first sort of indicator to me was seeing how people handled the whole Helldivers situation with the PSN, the refunds, and like, that's huge, dude. You really can make a difference, but everyone has to be on board. It's also another reason why I think banning TikTok is a really bad idea, because it has allowed people to mobilize in a way they've never been able to before, or at least communicate in an effective manner. And, you know, the U.S. government wants to be able to control that. So, okay, let's take care of this. So, good for them. It's nice to be aware of what all your tools are that you have available to you. You know more than I do as far as the shooting is concerned. Yeah, well, I know there was one, and it was one of Drake's bodyguards, but I don't know anything beyond that. Well, I mean, if we're looking at it past tense at this point, I would say for sure Kendrick has had it's people who were ultra fans of Drake are starting to turn on him now, which is big. And it has a lot to do with the allegations that Drake made in his music, and sort of how incendiary it was. Let's do some side objectives. I feel so bad. I could help this guy a lot more if I was playing mouse and keyboard, but he's so chill. He's just like following me, waiting for me to tag the map. At least it's only one mission in the operation, so. Bug outpost spotted. All right, well, we have grenades for this. Oh my gosh. Trying to aim at armored enemies with a sniper rifle, I couldn't even imagine right now. I could not even imagine. I gotta reload. This is freaking annoying, man. Oh! Hey! Oh, I'm trying to press the wrong button. Alright, switch back to our primary. Is that a... No, I thought that was a hell bomb for a second. So now we can go here. Alright, anything else here? No? Looking good so far? What? I just realized what you said, Alex. What kind of meat are we talking? We're actually talking about Arby's roast beef. The best. I don't care how many people roast me for it. It is the greatest. I gotta reload as well. In fact, I gotta call in a resupply. So I've got one grenade left. And I'm on my last reload, yeah. Here we go. Let's get these common samples. Get our resupply to come in. Boom, here we go. Here we go. I got you, buddy. There we go. And then next thing, so that looks like it's disappearing. We will head up north. Hopefully I don't get shot by my teammate. Nah, he's good. He knows what he's doing. Best level 8 I've ever played with, maybe? Name a YouTuber that you actually love watching. That's hard to say. Well, it shouldn't be hard to say because I'm on YouTube fairly often. Well, this is going to be kind of a... It's a slightly BS answer, but not really. I love watching the channel vidIQ, but that's just because I'm always looking for new information about how to... Oh, I'll tell you, I have a good answer. Moist Critical. I love watching Moist Critical. I love the way that he delivers information about what's going on in the gaming landscape. Oh, it's out of ammo. Nice. Got some reinforcements. This reload mechanic is definitely a lot more challenging when you are playing on controller because you don't really have as much room as you normally like to have. Of late level 9, nice. Just chilling at the moment, nice. How was your last stream, Alex? I haven't really watched Moist, just know about him. Yeah, he's great because he sort of gives you the... I mean, he gives you the meat and potatoes of what's happening in the news as far as gaming goes. And his commentary or like his editorializing is just hilarious. It's dry humor, if you like that. So I love listening to him. I keep forgetting I'm out of ammo in this thing. And then B is to crouch. I'm so used to it being like the click. You know, you click the thumbstick. Nice, nice. Got one grenade for this. I've got an orbital for this one. Did that actually destroy it? Oh, good. I was afraid for a second. Okay, I think we're actually... Oh no, what are we missing? Oh yeah, we need the supplies in order to break this. And I don't think an Eagle cluster will open this either. Or maybe... I mean, no one's around. We can try it. No, that doesn't... Did it work? can't even tell. No, it didn't work. Shoot. Okay, he's got the ordnance, I think. How do I ping? Nope, that's not it. There we go. Now we're good. How did he die? Oh no, we're gonna lose the extraction. Yeah, he's just gonna land before mine. It went well. Someone dropped some gifted subs, so that was it. Oh, that congratulations, man! Isn't that the best? Isn't that when you're like, oh, man, this was all worth it. It was all worth. I could see the hard work paying off. That's great, man. Congrats, Alex. See, even Jaskel knows. Keep shining with those gifted subs. You're on fire. Joe Budden podcast for the prime time hip-hop news. Do you prefer IFV or APC? I would say probably armor-piercing rounds, if you were to ask. Depends on the game that they're being applied to. I'll tell you for certain, in Ready or Not, most of the ladder missions, you got to use armor-piercing. Oh, see, this is what Helldivers is about, man. It's about being able to go hard in the paint when you're on a higher difficulty, and it's about being able to relax with a squad like this. Just chilling. Okay, we can reload this bad boy now. Kind of need another ammo box, though. I don't know why it's so hard to reload a double-barrel shotgun. Also, it's weird how the depth of field makes the gun itself blurry. It's probably just a graphical error. It's so strange. I said armor per... Oh, my bad. For some reason, I thought it was armor pier... Well, I guess I should have been given it... The C should have given it away. Armor personal character or infantry fighting vehicle. Well, I've never really had IFV in any games that I've played, but I've definitely used APCs. In fact, in Emperor Battle for Dune, the APCs are camouflaged, so you can use them to transport some pretty high-value infantry. Like, if you have an engineer, engineers can take over enemy technology, like as long as you get them close. Oh, there's my first backblast. They can take over enemy buildings, so you just use the APC to get close and then drop them off. And you're in. It's all yours. Which I think is pretty cool. You have one force set up to destroy the exterior defenses, like the turrets and stuff, which are probably going to spot the APC as it enters. And then you use... and they hold off any reinforcements that go towards your base. Then you just use the APC to actually go in and wreak havoc on the base itself. But they typically have very little health, so... It's the first time it's ever happened. Even more congratulations, Alex. I was looking at your channel the other day, and I saw you had 1K videos. That is insane. That is a lot of content to put out. Alright, I'm gonna grab this because I don't know what he's doing with it. He's just shooting rockets into the air. Which team would you choose, government or insurgent? It depends on the game too, and also what resources are available to each side. So, for example, let's be honest, if I'm playing a game like Counter-Strike, the AK goes crazy. So I'm gonna pick the T side so I can get the AK. But if I'm playing, I'm trying to think of a comparable example where the government weapons are better. I guess that would be like choosing to play as a scav or a PMC and Escape from Tarkov, where obviously if you play as a PMC, you have a higher potential of using a good weapon. But then the scav, it's randomized, so that's hard to say. Making too many videos. Yeah, yep. These space cadets looking at their screen like, what? Yeah, probably. Like, what? I should just switch to default armor. Well, then again, we're done with this one, so I'm going to go to a region of space that actually has... Oh, it looked like I tapped him on the shoulder for a second. I'm going to go to a region of space that has automaton missions, because that's what I want to work on right now. No points for personal order? Why? It's so strange. Speaking of Tarkov, you've heard the discourse on it. So I'm aware that they are doing things that are incredibly greedy, but they didn't explain it in the video I was watching. The company was trying to monetize the game further, but I don't remember how. And I am very aware of the discourse that is happening with Microsoft right now and the studios that they're closing and how goofy it is, because one of the complaints that, oh, what was his name? He's one of the executives at Microsoft. He said, we really need to get some small studios that create hit games. Well, didn't one of the studios they closed just make a hit game and they shut it down? Like, what? 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 What are you doing? And it makes me think about the golden days, the golden Xbox 360 days, where it seemed like they were dropping a Game of the Year contender days apart, if not months, you know, or well, months if not days. You know, we had Assassin's Creed 1, the original Mass Effect. We had even the Call of Duty games were really great back then. Oh, there were so many. It's just such a great time for gaming in general. All right, so new experiment. We're going to go to a sector where there actively is... there's only one... Well, there's 2 planets here, so theoretically I should get either one of these if I quick play on this spot. But if it puts me in another Terminid mission, then... Alright, I guess. Okay, this is actually automaton controlled. He's in mission. Also, I didn't realize this, but you can actually see how long someone has been in a mission if you join them directly, which is kind of cool. That way you aren't joining when teams are extracting. Let's do Eagle Airstrike. Jump pack. I'm going to bring a stalwart this time. Oh, I should have upped the difficulty. Oh well, we'll do it on the next one. This one, our loadout will be fine. The Microsoft thing is that Game Pass is now stagnant and Xbox has become too big that the games they put out have to be COD levels. Of revenue to be viable, which is... Oh, that was another thing too. Games nowadays are so freaking expensive to make. They're so expensive to make that, to your point, they're barely able to make any return unless it's just a major hit. I'm not going to sit here and defend greedy corporations, but I do have a feeling. Go with me, please. I'm going with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Changes. Why don't they? Well, I mean, I would say in a lot of modern games they do censor it actually neutral. In fact, if you look at the original Doom collection, or sorry, not the original Doom collection, but Doom 3 BFG edition, it includes Doom 1 and Doom 2, and there used to be some of that imagery in the game, and they took it out in the re-release. So, it depends. I think it really depends. I hope Baldur's Gate isn't lacking because they aren't involved. So, just so I understand, is Larian the studio responsible for making it? How do I chat? Oh, do I hold it? I do. Of course. I'm just gonna jump around and follow this guy. Larian developed it. Okay. And so what is the issue? That they may not be involved in it, but they should be involved in it because they were a good company? As far as I understand, Baldur's Gate 3 is like critically acclaimed, isn't it? It ended up being a really good game. I've never played any of those titles. The closest thing that would sort of compare, I guess, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Panda, it would be something like, what's it called? Dragon Age. Dragon Age is the only thing that I played like 5 minutes of. Fishhead, what's up? How you doing? What are you playing? I am playing Helldivers 2 right now. Hope you're having an awesome Friday, man. Let's resupply here. This is so easy. Our boy's just leading us around. I can just look at my character. Just shuffle step as we're playing. I love it. A friend of mine played this game. Yeah, it's so much fun. Fishhead. It is. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend. And if you have any questions about it, I'm more than happy to help and answer if you have any. The challenge today is that I'm playing it on controller, which normally I play mouse and keyboard on PC. But we get a little bit of throwback nostalgia. Dude, I can't even keep up with the chat because of the freaking Jascal writing paragraphs and then it telling me that there are ads. Someone who has done work in games, I understand. Jascal wants to talk to me today. Yeah, he really likes you today. What do you want me to call you? You can call me Rome. That is my... Well, my username is Xander Rome, but everyone knows me as Rome, so you can call me that. Any of my socials, you'll see that I might have Xander or something, but my name on them is Rome. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. Okay. I feel bad for this guy. He's like, what are you doing? Get away from that. And I'm just over here standing here looking at my tablet on my wrist. I should just run around like a millennial. You see this? Oh, no, this would be better. This is the millennial. This is the Gen Z run. All right. Is this how you guys cross the street? Sometimes. Oh, I fell. I had to get off my tablet for a second. Oh no, not enough stimulus. There we go. On a phone instead of a tablet. Yeah, you see, this is my Nokia Razr 2002. Gosh, when did I get my first cell phone? It was 2006, 2007? That's crazy. I was playing Xbox Live before I had a cell phone. Real gamer stuff right there. Oh no, I need stimulation. I'm Alex, even though I'm Well, I mean, it's like Shroud, right? What's his first name? I can't believe it. Oh God, there's mines there. Doesn't matter. We gotta stay on our phone. I'm coming. I'll get there eventually, guys. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. The funny thing is I could see exactly where I was going if I just got off my phone, but here, should we run into some enemies here? My teammates tell me, what is he doing? He's just, his perspective is me running away with the freaking... All right, enough goofing around. I could have ran into that turret. It would have been really bad. I'm Panda, and if you call me by my government name, I typically say, ew! Woo! For democracy. Nokias are like indestructible too. That is a good point. They're like little bricks. They're they'll make a phone call, and they will act as a blunt weapon. Gen Z won't last 5 seconds to survive. Yeah, because they're doing this. He's prepping a grenade. I don't care. Says I'm just gonna run into the ocean. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the other funny part too, is that it's not your real name. Oh, what was I thinking of? Shroud. What's Shroud's name? Why do I want to? It's not Mark. Why do I keep wanting to say Mark? But people call him by that. You know, just like super fans of Gaga call her Stephanie, right? You'll see comments like, "Oh my gosh, you're so creative, Stephanie. Stephanie is such a visionary." There we go. Boom, that's how we do it. This guy's like, I have the worst teammate ever, and he's an insanely high rank. How did he get to this point? They trying to connect them with more, to connect with them more directly? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. They want to know the person behind the persona. That is exactly right. Oh. Look at that. All right, I'm tactically doing this. Are you on TikTok live too? I am live on Twitch and YouTube. If you go to the link in my description, you can see the game in full landscape, and we have music playing, which you can contribute to, by the way, if you are so interested. But if you want to watch on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Wherever you prefer. Sorry, I'm scrolling up. Four-wheeled APC or two-wheeled APC or tracked APC? What the heck is a two-wheeled APC? That doesn't make any sense. And just because of that, I'm going to go with the track APC, because I have a feeling that would be able to traverse far more environments than either of the other two. You know, like a four-wheel could potentially get stuck in the mud. A two-wheel sounds like a clown car, but with you know, bicycle wheels. And then the other one just sounds normal. Look at him. He did you guys see that? He did the handsome Squidward dance. Oh my gosh. Can someone clip that? I will edit the music in later. And then I'll add the... I just have to remember. Oh god. I'm gonna get shot by my own guys. Hey, thank you, Panda. Oh, what the bye-bye. No, you're not calling in reinforcements. Also, I need to get to P1. Just get on YouTube and play it on stream easy. Track APC looking low-key cute. Ah, dang it. 8-wheeled APC, 4-wheeled APC. Oh, 8-wheeled for sure if I had to pick between those two. If you mentioned tracked, I'd probably still say tracked though, because I'll tell you a quick story real quick. So back in November, we were shooting a scene for a movie. I was making a short film, and it required us to go out to the desert. Now, in the desert... Oh, here's another important part. I was driving a trailer. Or not a trailer, but like a motorhome. Okay? Which would act as our trailer for hair and makeup, costumes, all that stuff. And so most of the cast and crew are in this trailer with me. I'm driving it. And we're on this. It is the bumpiest off-road experience you will. Well, I'm sure there's more bumpy off-road experiences than that. But for getting a normal car or a trailer across, it is kind of miserable. So I'm driving it across, and I have to be conscientious of every single little bump in the road. Otherwise, we're not going to, you know, like the thing feels like it's going to tip over, and you can feel the windshield rattling. So there comes a point where I guess someone's car broke down in the middle of this road. It wasn't just a car. They actually had a trailer of their own. And we couldn't get past it because the edges of the road they're hilly. You know, you have to stay on the road. Otherwise, you're basically going to fall over sideways. So my mom has to get out. She's in the passenger seat when she sees this happen. We're like, there's a moment where we're all like, oh crap, did we come all this way? Mind you, this is a 3-hour drive to get to this location. Like everyone had drove over, spent the night, and then woke up early the next day so I could drive them there. And we thought, oh my God, are we done? Are we shut down? And what we ended up doing was a bunch of people went to the side and like moved rocks out of the way and stacked them in certain ways so that I could drive it very carefully around the edge of the road past this stopped vehicle. And we made it work. So ever since that experience, anytime someone asks me a question about an APC, because, oh, you know, it happens all the time, I'm going to tell them, give me tracks, because then I can traverse anything. That's basically what it comes down to. Four-wheeled APC, Goofy Off, for example, M1117 and Condor. I need to look these up because I'm not sure what they look like. But yes, I just realized I've never told that story. I should make a separate video that just, where I'm not, you know, kind of riffing the whole thing. I actually explain it in correct detail. Oh God, Terminator. That didn't get any of them. I can see why people don't want to use the diligence on console. Now imagine if I had to play this with a PlayStation controller, I'd actually be crying. Right now. This guy's like, somehow you have a jump pack, but you forgot to bring a support weapon. There we go. There's a flamethrower there. I'm gonna call in a resupply. Whoops. Use this right now. Carmen would be mad at you for saying that. For saying what? Do I need to reload this again? I do. And I should pop my stims. Dude, I'm loving these tracks that got added to the playlist. Granted, I was the one that added them, but still. Alright. Let's get out of here. I should make it back by the time extraction. It's not that far. What am I talking about? I'm just traumatized after that one mission where we were literally 10 seconds away from the extraction and didn't make it. That was so sad. You know she's a P. Oh, got it. Yeah. Whatever. Carmen, if you're watching this, be real. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what controller we have available to us. You're still going to reach over for the mouse and keyboard. Carmen has more mice and keyboards than I do. She basically has them set up like golf clubs in a caddy. All right? So, I don't want to hear any attitude on this. Like, Carmen's not even here and she's still bringing out this sass. All big corps are bad anyways. I'm trying to think if there are any examples of good ones, you know? She has them on her wall, okay? Like how hunters have deer heads on their walls. She has keyboards on her walls. Also Star Wars memorabilia and a bunch of cool Harley Quinn figures, which I'm kind of jealous of. we got here? Another jump pack? I'm gonna jump over it. I totally meant to do that. Just so I could get to the ledge on the other side. Oh, I love this song. I have, you know, I'm shocked that growing up and listening to rave music in the 2010s and going to raves, I don't remember ever hearing this song. But it is a good one. It brings back feelings of nostalgia for sure. Panda, I apologize. I'm sure you've answered this before, but did you ever go to any of those types of raves like EDC or Beyond or something? I mean, because those are obviously located West Coast, but anything equivalent by your neck of the woods? It mainly depends what you consider a big corpo, for sure. Dude, I need to start dressing corpo goth for my live streams. That's what we're looking for here. If big corpo means having a corporate jet for coffee runs, then I think a few may qualify. I was not a rave girly. They played rave music at the Masquerade where I used to go, but never went to raves. Ah. They're fun, man. They're fun when you're young and you go with the, I mean, this is like anything in life. Who you go with makes all the difference in the world. That's really what it comes down to. Who you go with. And I enjoyed it. I definitely loved the experience, but now I don't know. Maybe one day when I'm a lot older and I can go and sort of remember that time, that moment, I suppose. But people who make it a religion to go to raves every so often, it's way too expensive. It's pretty exhausting, surprisingly, especially if you go to EDC because it's so hot. I mean, you are dancing in 90-degree weather at night and the wind is blowing and you're crowded shoulder to shoulder with other people. So it's even hotter, you know, the only thing that's really keeping you going is your, it's just the atmosphere essentially. But there's a lot of people who get really sick when they go to stuff like that. You gonna bring the corpo look to street? Absolutely, man. You bet. Why was I kicked?
Welcome aboard, Helldiver. I look forward to
I was in the goth underground scene and the underground drag scene. Ah, I see. So it's like kind of adjacent, but probably more intimate too. Definitely going with my sister. Really? Yeah, for sure. Which event are you going to, Neutral? Let's up the ante here. Raise the difficulty just a smidge. How much time do we have to do this? 5 days? And we're already at 57 million in how many hours? That is crazy to me. 57 million. If I just hover my mouse over here, or my controller, and then press X, does it pick anywhere in the region, or does it pick anywhere? Like, how does it work? I would love to go to a show where Paris Hilton spins, though. A show where Paris Hilton spins. I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was watching her do a spin class. Just what popped into my head. Oh, I see. Not now, maybe some days. For sure, yeah, I mean, it definitely is a bucket list experience that I would recommend having. And once again, I didn't up the difficulty. Freaking A. Whatever. Stalwart. Precision. Airstrike. Running. That's fine. Paris Hilton. So that explains a lot because one of my friends, Malcolm, he met Paris Hilton at EDC. And it was probably because she had a stage there. That's pretty sick. The scene that I was in was kind of the remnants and aftermath of the New York club kids scene. Aha, I see. Well, I remember that because we were around at the same time. Doing the same thing. Do you remember what year that was, Panda? I'm curious. I wonder if I went to a different school environment, if I would have gone to more scenes of that kind. Well, I think it... So let me think about that question. If my girlfriend's name is a season, shouldn't I have 4 of them? Yeah, but the likelihood you are going to find 4 girlfriends who all have names as seasons who are going to hop on board with that is... I'm going to say it's low, man. It's very low. DJ Deja Vu, how's it going? Now that we have a DJ in chat, any events that you're performing at or any raves that you prefer to go to? So to answer your question, Alex, as far as would you have been more into it? I'll tell you right now, in high school, I didn't have any friends that were into raving. It was something that I kind of got into because when I got into free running, the music was sort of from that scene. So it started off with, like dubstep, drum and bass, that sort of deal. And then to me, raves were kind of adjacent to parkour, if that makes sense. And who was the first person I met? So I actually, when I was going to college, there was a girl that I met on the bus. I just went up and talked to her, and this is a different person, mind you. This is different from my ex. She was into raving too, but there was another person who I met, and we became friends. And at some point, she was like, "Okay, I'm thinking about going to my first EDC. Would you be down to come with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." And that was my first rave experience ever. And of course, at the time, I was 19. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. I want to go back. And so I had different friend groups throughout my college years who all kind of went at one point or another. Like I would say, for example, my cousin is not huge into raving, but she's gone because it's sort of just something that you do at one point or another. I mean, there's 200 something thousand people at those events. So you're going to get a wide range of all sorts of people who want to partake, 2005 through 2012. Yeah, I was definitely going to those events, Panda, part-time while I was in 5th grade. Actually, 2012, I went to my first rave in 2013, so that's not that far. That's a pretty wide time range, actually. So we are basically twins. That's really awesome. Hell yeah. All right, I haven't paid attention to a single thing happening in this mission right now. This is supposed to be a controller challenge, and I'm just freaking yapping. Professional yapper. Okay, so I lied. I've gone to the raves at Dragon Con a couple of times. They have raves at Dragon Con? Is that like... do they have like a separate stage setup and everything, or... That's kind of cool. Oh, wow. One fell swoop. Took out the Devastator. I'll start working on this side objective. I didn't bring my jump pack, did I? No, I didn't. Just grab some samples. Activate the terminal so we can aggro all the enemies. Get them off of our teammates. Can we do the little glitch here? So, oh, A to drop it. I can't grab it from there. I gotta walk all the way around. I'm just gonna carry it normally. Okay, let's see. So you have to hold sprint every time. It's a lot more annoying than doing it on mouse and keyboard, that's for sure. That's one. Saw another one right here. Just walk this one over. It starts at like 1 a.m. and then goes until the morning. Whoo! I don't know why I'm surprised. It sounds about right. I think start time for EDC was 7 p.m. and everything shut down at 4 or 5 a.m. No, it was later than that. The sun was up. It started winding down at 4 a.m. and then I think most people were leaving by 7 a.m. It was an all-night affair. Okay, we've got another one here. Smoke. I feel like this armor is sort of giving me away. They're like, this guy's not one of us. This dude is not even... He's not even contributing. Full disclosure, I don't remember them because if I'm still awake at DragonCon at 1 a.m., it's because I'm... Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's... I figured. Let's grab this last one here. I really wanted to play the... I know the Gnome song is in my playlist. Have you guys seen that meme of me when I was a baby? And it's just this like dancing gnome with the tall hat. This is taking 4 hours. They've come to start watching me because they're like, what is taking this guy so long? Here we go. Thank God. Got the last one. Then again, I've had no help.
I'm on the terminal.
All right. Definitely feel like I have this figured out a little bit better now. The only upside to playing on controller is being able to walk, but it's not a huge upside, if I'm being completely honest. There's so many times this game forces you to walk anyway because you're getting slowed down by hunters or stalkers or stepping in some rose bushes that you're allergic to that it just gets kind of annoying, if I'm being completely honest. Rome, be brutally honest. Top hat or fedora? You mean which one's worse? Well, I'll tell you which one's better. Top hat for sure. But the outfit matters too. Like, you can't just wear a top hat by itself. You know, let's be real here. Fedoras just have all sorts of negative associations with them that I won't go into. And look, I've known some cool people who wear fedoras. But I tried to help them and they didn't listen. Yeah, neither. Panda had the better answer. Hers done. Now I need to start doing my makeup. They're both awful. I think if the suit or the outfit is apt, like if it's a nice coat with a top hat and it's, you know, if everyone is in on the joke or it's the sort of event that you're dressing up for, then it might work, but it's hard. Fedora just, to me, never works. You won't catch me wearing either one of those, but I think some people might be able to pull off the top hat. Oh, whoops. Oh, right bumper is how you ping. Aha. And if I hold that, then I get the communication wheel. Oh, at least we'll hit 2 areas of the base. And, of course, I walk into the rose bushes. Okay, so we've got one more thing set up here. That scared me. I thought it was an enemy for a second. Or I thought it was a hell bomb going off. Let's get in a little closer. I feel like the people who play on the lower difficulties are more interested in working as a team, funny enough. Because once you get to higher difficulties and you play regularly, you're so self-sufficient that everyone feels like they can just solo the objectives. And so they don't work together. But in the lower difficulty, it's a lot of people that just play casually. And so they're like, yeah, democracy, let's all work together as a team. Oh, that's perfect. I think. That should hit the base, right? Yeah. There we go, there we go. So weird ADSing. First person with controller. Go. Oh, I missed. Sweet. Oh, I need to sit up straight. It's so tempting to slouch when you're playing controller because you don't have to have your arms on the desk. Sit up straight. Posture check. Remember those days? I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of the progression of our stream. We went from my content went from drinking water and posture checks to an AI that can communicate with the chat and moderators being able to change scenes at their own accord. Like, I love it. So much has changed in 4 years. Can't believe it's been 4 years too. Holy. Oh, careful. It's insanity. I added the song. Sick. Drowning Run with hydrates. Dude, I'll never forget that. That was the second video on my YouTube channel. And back then the rule was I had to make one video every month. And it was basically just that month's highlights. And here we are. We've now graduated to making YouTube tutorials. I guess we're done here. Oh, so pretty. If I walk into it, it will slow me. It makes you want to go towards it, but then it puts you in a haze. Also, how does the oxygen work on these planets? Do we wear helmets and masks because they protect our faces or because we can't breathe in these environments? Because everything seems so Earth-like, you know? I'm guessing we're going to extract here. Nikolai, how's it going? Countless times shouting, I wanted pizza. Yeah, you know it. Nikolai's been there since the beginning. I prefer fedora over top hat because I want to look senior and superior. Also, I will never go to Italy unless I have important business meeting there or very important stuff. But wouldn't you say looking senior would be a top hat thing? Because that's, okay, I'll be honest. I don't even know where fedoras originate from. Like who made that look into a look? You know? Because to me, I just associate it with anime nerds who are always asking for hugs. Whoops. Like, where's my hug at? It's giving where's my hug at energy. I'm trying to think of a senior character or person who wears a fedora. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Oh, good. Took care of him. Oh! He went flying. I think we can do a higher difficulty for sure. They've been pretty chill so far. If I'm able to read chat, it means it's too easy. Didn't you have a pizza emote? I should still have it. Unless it's not there. Where's my hug? Panda, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point you had a classmate or someone who just did that to every... They usually only do it to girls, which makes it really creepy. Fedora with the silk anime, but... Why is that a thing? How is it that certain... You know, there are people who would actively say, I'm not interested in fashion or style or anything like that, yet they still somehow manage to dress similarly whilst not knowing of each other's interest. You know, it's interesting to me. It's almost like an anthropological study. And they're over... Yeah. How come they're all so similar?
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete. Pelican 1
Oh, he got so mad. He's like, dang it. I didn't make it over to them. It's like being hipster. But I feel like being hipster is intentional. Like they'll wear the glasses. They'll get certain colors, plaids, things like that. Whereas the other is supposed to be absent-minded about it. But it's still somehow intentional, or at least it comes off as intentional. I don't know how to describe it. I still don't understand why science teacher afraid of fresh blood. aka injury. Some people are just, you know, they're interested in science, but they get queasy. That's all I can say. I think it has to do more with how people join a group. That is probably the answer, Alex. That is probably it. It's because they're hanging around people with similar interests, and it's like the story I keep saying about the oversized sweatpants that I was taken to the store to buy. It was like a coming of age ritual almost. So you're probably spot on with that hypothesis. No, girls don't like you because you're 25 and still run like... I'll be honest. I mean, I wasn't into Naruto, but I thought girls would like me because I could do a backflip. And a couple of them did, but, you know. There's also a large segment of the population who's like, yeah, that's kind of cringe. Bro is literally jumping from rock to building to rock. That's kind of embarrassing. 5 kills. That's insane. I love it. Talk about working smarter, not harder. Walking in like a bamf. I'm going to change my primary. See if it's any easier to run the Liberator. Or imagine it, we run the counter sniper. Oh, jeez. I'm shocked that the Xbox controller even has this much functionality. You know, some of the glyphs don't work in game. Like, if you see the B button, it's all blurry. And I think they do that intentionally to be like, yeah, screw you, Xbox. But being a scientist isn't the same as a doctor, as well as not all doctors have necessarily to deal with. But that is true. I mean, there's so many different specializations in the science field. And of course, there are some specializations that bar you from joining them because you can't handle blood and you need to be able to do that regularly. Yeah, it goes back. So, Panda, you are describing a pattern of the lack of self-awareness. It's also another thing I think is interesting, the difference between the, let's do Eagle 500 because I'm feeling crazy. Jump pack and stalwart. Oh, whoops, wrong button. It's like the difference between like male gaze attractiveness or female gaze, where, you know, what I've heard, like when I've heard a girl describe who they think is attractive, it's usually just someone who is, you know, they're relatively good looking and they have a decent personality and maybe they share something in common. It's just like really normal stuff, you know? And then there's a height that plays a bit of a factor into it too, and that goes into the attractiveness category. But then guys think in order to be super attractive to women in general, you have to have huge muscles, perfect face, like absolutely the most chiseled jawline you can imagine. And it's really... Did I turn red? I feel like I'm red right now. I feel like there is a huge disparity between those two expectations. Like it's not, you don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger to just be attractive, you know? I mean, if you want to do that because it's something you're interested in and that's your own journey of improvement. And well, actually I should preface that the real answer is everyone has a different thing that they're interested in, you know? And you may go to the gym and meet a girl who is like, I really admire you for the amount of work that you put into your physique and aesthetic, you know? And that's great. I kind of think of like Mike O'Hearn's wife. To me, they seem like a couple who is, they're both crazy about going to the gym and bodybuilding and self-improvement in that respect. So that's great. But really, you can't narrow the answer down to one thing, you know? Everyone has so many, and there's so many cases where you look at couples and the types of guys who are with the types of girls and vice versa, and you can't make one blanket statement about what is the best. I mean, there are definitely averages that seem to work out more than others, but it really doesn't matter, because if your goal at the end of the day is just to meet one person, then all that math kind of ends up being meaningless, right? Whoops, wrong gun. Oh, that is so annoying, man. The fact that I have to switch to my primary and back to my... In order to get to my support weapon after throwing a grenade, I have to switch to 2 different weapons. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to get close to that. I'm going to toss a 500 in there, actually.
Requesting air support.
I definitely feel like Master Chief using the Liberator with a controller. Nice. Made that easy. Where are we going? I love that that was pinged and I went the complete opposite way. Jaskel did a copy pasta. I need to go back and read it. Oh, we're calling it a hell bomb. Let me step off of this before I alt tab, otherwise I'm gonna get blown up. Okay, go prone, go prone. What did Jaskel say? What the heck? Yeah, exactly. So your opinion, Panda, is completely different from what someone else's would be. So to try to narrow it all down to one thing is just, it's silly. Looks maybe nice, but personalized key aesthetic physique is S tier. I like that Jessica used S tier. S plus tier. I love it, love it, love it. Jaskel. Jaskel's on a good one. This was a great pick, Panda.
Found something.
Aside from the copy and paste. All right. What are we doing?
Tagging map. East, 300 meters.
We could go there, but I'm going to defer to the wise and all-knowing thoughts of my teammates. Okay, it looks like they're heading that way, so fall in. Join the squad. I thought there were 4 of us a second ago. Unless we lost one, or I missed it. I evened out my skin tone so well, I look like an egg. Those statements sound so contradictory. Like, you evened it out well, but look like an egg. Unless that's what you were going for. I don't know. Is egg a desirable like finish when it comes to applying makeup? There are no shadows or highlights, just smooth and round. Oh, I see. I see. Well, oh, that makes me curious. So is it not preferable to have I haven't added contour or highlights. Is it not preferable to have like some sort of like accenting or things that pronounce features? Because I mean, if you look at my face right now, the reason my light isn't in front of me, well, one, because I would go blind if I had to look at the monitor with the light behind it, but it's because it accentuates the shape of my nose, and it highlights the cheekbones more. And I'm wondering if that is the same thing one is trying to achieve by applying makeup or not. God, I sound like I was born yesterday. Legitimately. Dude, you can two-shot with the Liberator on the big guys? We should have conquered the automatons years ago.
No mag.
Alright, so for whatever reason that airstrike didn't take out the space, but should be good now. Or not, that missed. Someone's gonna catch fire here.
Fire in the hole.
What? Does that not work? I guess incendiary grenades don't destroy outposts? Note to self going forward. I got my concealer and foundation on. It looks so silly. Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. Okay, I will change that when I get a chance. I will remind me, guys. I will change it right after this mission. You don't stand a chance, bro. Just walk right in front of me. What kind of weapon is he using? Someone on a turret? What is shooting at us? It's automatic, guys.
No mag.
Oh, there's a... Oh, wow. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Yeah, I can't break that eye. I have to get behind him. Dude, it feels so... Oh, no! Bro, he stood way too close to that.
Reinforcing.
I had a split second thought that he might have survived it just because he wasn't directly on the impact, but there's no way. There's no way it was going to work out.
Marking location.
Point me to the enemy.
I'm getting into the trust the process phase. So that means that you're going to apply it and it... Oh, he just TK'd him.
Reinforcing.
Jesus, that was not necessary. You're gonna apply it, and it may not look the way you want it at first, but then as you stick with it, it'll start to. That's good. I mean, that's how you should do it, right? We've got another one up here.
Northwest. Far.
Cool, cool. Let's go. I sent you pictures on Discord so you can see what I mean. Okay. I'll take a look at them along with the... I'll change the character personality. Dude, you can't prone while sprinting, which is kind of annoying. Unless, like, on mouse and keyboard, it's not a problem, but... Here it is for some reason. Yeah, I legit feel like I just installed the game playing like this.
Bag's empty.
Nice, nice. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Say hello to democracy.
There we go. Nice teamwork. Stay away from the shiny Far Cry 5 light. Anyone play Far Cry 5 recently? Such a great game. Why people always saying that my skin is more, you know, saying that I need to stop eating eggs every day. I don't know. They could just be being mean. That too. Anything, you got to take anything you hear, whether it's middle school or high school, even college, you got to take that stuff with a grain of salt, because people will say all sorts of mean things and it is not true at all. And people will just dislike you for absolutely no reason. I remember in high school, there's one guy who I always went out of my way to try to be nice to, specifically because he was mean to me for no reason. And no matter what interaction I had with him, he was just didn't have anything to do with me. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. So just, you know, listen to the opinions of people you trust and take everything you hear from your peers, your classmates, with a grain of salt. I'm sorry, I would have... Oh, is he going to shoot it? He's going to shoot it. Imagine that hits him too. All right, I'm going to drop a 500.
Sending in an eagle.
Oh, that base is done. Ooh, imagine if it affected the dropship too. There we go. Slow these guys down. Nice. That only went through half a magazine for the stalwart? I'm gonna call in just a regular Eagle airstrike, but we'll target one of the facilities. Specifically the one on the right.
Requesting air support. Here comes the cavalry.
Nice. Oh, that took care of the... I guess that was the only one. Sit up, sit up. No slouching. Everyone sit up. Or stand up straight. Bring your shoulders back. Every time I remind myself, I'll remind you. Oh, 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 oh.
Calling in reinforcements.
Why is this... They are obsessed with shooting incendiary equipment.
Reporting to the front.
It's so strange. AFK will be back soon. Okay. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Whoa, why?
Another diver for the cause.
What, she's gonna land right on him. He's gonna land right on him. Why is he aiming at me? He tried to crush me!
Ready delivering.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'll reinforce him, but I'm throwing him back there.
Reinforcing.
So over this. I don't like it when people play like this. Unless I'm in on the joke and I can hear the fun, I don't like it.
Reinforcements on the way.
Okay. We're on the objective here.
Calling in an eagle.
Hopefully that hits.
Attack underway.
Well, it didn't hit the Devastator, but there he is right there.
Tagging location. Southeast.
That wasn't him. Oh, there's the Hulk.
New mag.
Reload, reload. There we go. Now he goes down. No dropships for you guys.
You have accomplished liberties.
There we go.
Extract at your discretion.
Nice, nice.
Extraction is available.
Got a sample.
Woo! Sorry, I'm getting hyper focused here. Need to call in a resupply. I'm just here like democracy.
Reinforcing.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this. You know, it's not as horrible as I thought.
Tagging map. Northeast, 300 meters.
Okay, we took out all the enemies here. So now we move on to that. Yep, up north. That makes perfect sense to me. So I'm going to follow M1. Just keep it moving.
Orbital incoming.
We didn't really need to fight that, but that's okay. There we go. And a dropship coming in. I'm going to reload early. Shoot into that setup there. What is he doing?
Calling in
Yeah, I got you.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
God, it is freaking hard to aim. The fact that the best players in Fortnite and Call of Duty are on console is just baffling to me. Well, maybe not the best, but they're up there for sure. There are certainly some advantages you get when you play like that. Alright, let's switch back to our primary. Ooh. Just hit fire. Hit fire. Woo! Okay, that felt kind of like Rambo. So we're still heading to this northern objective. Let's go this way. Jamming MP5 is a myth or truth? You know who would probably know the answer to that? The Guns React channel. Have you ever seen that, Neutral? It's the channel where they take guns from different games and they rate them based on their historical accuracy or how they function, their quality, all that stuff. Nice, nice. That'll definitely take care of that objective. Dang, it destroyed it before before it even went off.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining. You may proceed to extraction when ready.
reinforcing.
Here we go. Get more reinforcements in.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
And we will head over. So they did a video on the weapons of Rainbow Six Siege, which I thought was really interesting. And I don't remember if they discussed the MP5 specifically, but they did talk about the L85, which is Sledge's weapon for anyone who plays R6. And it's a British assault rifle that I I guess it's completely decommissioned because it's so bad. But yet it's constantly shown in games, which is weird to me. How do these guys keep dying? There we go. Okay. I think I have time to reload this now. And I'm going to save the reload for this. Seeing how the reloading works in this game now makes me think about how unrealistic the mechanics were in basically every 80s and 90s action film, where it was just constantly... People would just shoot and shoot and shoot, and they would never run out of ammo until... until the very last... whatchamacallit? The very last scene. Or until there was a convenient moment for the character to have to reload because they're fighting the main bad guy or something. I'm just gonna shoot those guys further back because they're a little bit more exposed to the automatic fire. I'm gonna... Oh, we already called it in. Sick. Oh, no, 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 I didn't mean to do that. Aim for the bigger guy first. Back up. So I'm getting... No, I keep pressing the wrong button. Reload again. Oh, I almost got hit by a rocket. Dude, trying to hit headshots is impossible. I cannot wait to play mouse and keyboard again. Even when they're point blank, I can't hit them. Oh, I'm not going to run towards that. I thought I might have been able to toss it back, but it's not worth it. All right, I think we locked it down. In some ways, I feel like the lower difficulties are almost more realistic than the higher ones if we're taking this from a movie perspective. Because you spend so much less time running around like a chicken with your head cut off that you can actually stand your ground. I mean, you could do it on the highest difficulty too. It's just people have to be very well coordinated to make it work. There we go. Until the plot needed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They have extended magazines. Right. That glitch is known as the writing team. Well, hey, we're contributing towards the ultimate objective of 2 billion automatons. Jeez. I wouldn't be surprised if the community got it done in 12 hours again. Such a good game, man. Ah, okay, I need to change the personality. Yes. Change Jessica and look at the... Thank you, Panda. Let me do that right now. Copy. Go here. Actions. Chat GPT. Behavior. Control V. Period. Okay. Joe Pesci and Goodfellas, Mafioso Past, Morgan Christian. Okay. I think he meant vegan, so I'm gonna fix that.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Only eats at vegan restaurants. Save. And let's look at the picture that you sent. Oh! Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now by trust the process.
Hellpods primed.
It almost looks like you told Nicholas, here, take this, draw it all over me.
Orbit synchronized.
That's pretty good, Panda. Man, I am tired right now. What is going on? I don't know what it is, man. Dude, the 5 a.m. thing, it's hard. It's harder than the other times. It's about as consistent, but somehow it's harder. I don't know how to explain it. Do I have oil on me? I do. Or, well, it looks kind of green. I can't tell. It looks like blood and oil. There's some spattering of black in there, but I can't tell if it's my armor, though. I'm pretty sure it's the oil. Character can't even be bothered to wipe the visor clean. Just screw it. Be covered.
Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
Nick says hi. Tell Nick I say hi. The nonsense we go through to look beautiful. Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, I mean, the nonsense we go through to really do anything. It's, the first thing that comes to my mind is filmmaking. You put so much effort, time, and money into something that will be potentially 2 seconds in a shot, you know? Like very, very short amount of time. Let's do Eagle Cluster. Actually, no. What we had before seemed to work pretty well. So we'll do 500 kg. I'll bring some defense stratagems this time. So we'll do the Gatling Sentry and the Mortar Sentry. That way our teammate can feel the full brunt of standing too close to the enemies when the Mortar Sentry's firing. Alright, so giving my honest review now at 1 hour and 54 minutes and 4 seconds into the stream using a controller. Don't. Please don't do it. Unless you're trying to also do a challenge. Don't. Oh, I'm going to do something real quick. Let me know what you guys think. Share plus program goal. Manage goal. Share with community. Tell me how this looks. Updates every 2 hours. Completion. Follower goal. Subscription bits plus program. Okay, cool.
Freedom requires firepower.
Alright. I wonder how that looks. Alright, there's nothing for me to call in. I'm just going to get to work on the map here. Gosh, this feels so counterintuitive. The map movement is so strange to me. Also, why am I still all covered in goop? Aren't we so far into the future where I can just get decontaminated very quickly, just with a single scan? Nice. Very well done. Bro's using the heavy weaponry on the little bots. Oh, nice. He didn't get to call in the dropship.
Have a taste of democracy.
Woo! I'm trying to figure out right now if there are any advantages to playing on controller in this game. The only one I can possibly think of is maybe immersion. if you're not used to playing on mouse and keyboard, then you might enjoy playing with a controller just because you're used to it. But even that to me is like, if you just learn how to use mouse and keyboard, this game is the perfect way to do it because it's PvE. It's non-competitive. A lot of the controls are kind of similar to other shooters, so you might as well just practice with it. If you're playing on a TV or console, then yeah, I guess you can play on controller, but yeah, maybe I'll do that one of these days. I'll cast the game from my PC and play it on my TV and see what that experience is like. It's probably going to be, you know, there's going to be latency, so that'll be annoying, but who knows? I'll give it a shot. Where Super Earth got infinite clusters and bombs, we literally destroy their supply depots. That is, it's one of those questions. Actually, I'll tell you where they're getting resources for those supply depots. So apparently the bugs can be used to create oil. I'm not sure how that works. I bet there's a lore video that explains it, but that's one of the reasons that they are farming the bugs. So, okay, we've got one dropship coming in. I'm gonna get to this side over here.
Say hello to democracy!
Okay, dropship is right above there. We're still on level 3. I'm surprised to even see a walker. It's like the first time I feel like I've actually seen one. Oh, did I hit that headshot? Here, I'll get a frag in there.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Why do I feel like we're listening to Evanescence? Infinite oil? I'm probably close to it. I mean, if we're taking out 2 billion bugs and still acquiring more resources to continue this war effort, then yeah. It's crazy to think, right? Upload escape pod data. How close are we? Oh, we're right here.
Another sample collected for democracy.
I'm going to mark this for the next spot. And the problem with using your map on mouse and keyboard is you have to stand still because it's on the D-pad. Now, I'm sure you could go through and rekey things to work better on controller, and there are probably videos that explain it, but man, just by default running mouse and keyboard, everything is more fluid. The only change I ever recommend that you kind of have to make in order to make the experience better is to move your stratagem keys from WASD over to your keypad, your directional pad, because then it allows you to run around while activating it. And you can do that naturally on console or controller, which is pretty nice, but it's still you're foregoing a lot of other advantages, and that could easily be fixed.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Calling in an eagle.
See where that lands.
Here comes the cavalry.
Ooh, oh, that took out both of them. Okay. There's one here,
Tagging map. West, 100 meters.
so we can get that. Can take out the guys in here. Take out the guys in the dropship as they come in.
New mag.
Let's get over to M1, see if we can support him. The reason why I'm talking less than usual is because I have to think so much about my basic actions instead of actually focusing on playing the game itself. So I'm like, how the heck do I move? Nice, nice. Oh, he fell out. Nice. So now we are heading towards this, oh, I can use a basic eagle for this.
Sending in an eagle. Here comes the cavalry.
Very good. Moving on.
Dropping a pin. East, 300 meters.
I think we got it under control. Just keep it running. We're at 2 hours right now. Okay, so I think we'll complete this mission and then we'll start to Ah! Got a rocket devastator. Is that a headshot? No way. Oh no, he's still up. See, I can't tell if there's aim assist even when I'm in first person. I will say it is so much more satisfying to use something like the 6-shooter. Oh god. There you go. That could have been bad. 6-shooter on mouse and keyboard is like using the deagle in CSGO. Alright, looks like we got another base over here. I will say though, when in the very, very rare occasions where I'm playing on my couch, which is basically never, then it is a lot more convenient to... Oh, yeah, we could just do that. It is a lot more convenient to play with a controller than to try to set up like a little mini desk layout. I mean, I guess you could do it, but at that point you might as well just sit at your desk and use a low latency monitor because it's extra unnecessary work. Oh, Eagle. Eagle will definitely take this out. Like just a regular one, if I position that correctly. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it right there. Yeah, there we go.
Tagging map, north, 100 meters.
Go take care of this one. Actually, I'm gonna ping that real quick. Is it just a support weapon in there?
Found something.
You grab... I'll grab the support weapon and then I'll grab ammo. Reload our guns here. Oh, so the reload continues. Alright, we're good on that. We're good on this? Okay. Let's keep it moving. Take out these fabricators here. Uh-oh, we've got some guys coming over from the right. Let me help our teammate. Put some shots down range in there. Open this up here. Get a primary nade. Sounds like M1's in trouble. There we go. Light work, light work. Okay, now moving on. Looks like we have a point of interest. I'm gonna mark that.
Southeast, 200 meters.
Just take that out. Get behind these rocks here. Uh-oh. Got another squad here as well. I should rearm in a second, but...
Requesting air support.
Nice, nice. Oh. Like rolled towards me. The eagle knocked the other eagle closer to us.
New mag.
Okay, reloading. Okay, so that doesn't pierce walker armor, which is good to know. But that does. Anything pierces the driver. Oh, we'll have a dropship coming in here in a second. Let's get into position. Try to hit some guys out of it. Nope. No cigar. Cool. Back to our primary. Oh, what's up? Is that a Command and Conquer Red Alert building? You know, I have to say, I get a lot of RTS vibes when I play this game. like I mentioned earlier, you had brought up the subject of APCs. Emperor Battle for Dune was made by Westwood, the same company that made Command and Conquer. So I can get why that reference comes up because it feels like similar buildings, you know? Which has made me think of the past. Should I stream? I should have streamed Emperor Battle for Dune back when Dune 2 came out. Missed opportunity. Well, I can do that when the third one comes out for sure.
Bot outpost.
Oh, I need to stim. Let's get this guy over here. Is there another one? No, I think that was him. That was the guy.
Sample collected.
Cool, cool. And then we have another base here. Just 2 more and we're good to go. Is there any ammo here? I could use that.
Found something.
Machine gun. Definitely don't want that. Stalwart works good enough for me.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Oh, I should have done my rearm earlier, but that's okay. This'll do.
An eagle.
That should take out both of them.
New mag. Dropship.
Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a lot of automatic fire. I'm gonna call in a resupply here early.
Reloading.
Careful, don't back up into the...
Supply.
Get your stuff, get your stuff. No turret. Oh, there's a turret here, okay.
Reinforcing.
Back off. See, look, it's level 3 and I feel challenged. Oh, nice. Those guys were close to being done for. Just reload. I keep forgetting you don't have to stand still to reload the stalwart. Song link, please. Let me see what the name of it is. Actually, real quick, you can see the song right here. Pull us out. Okay, I'll keep it up for 10 seconds. You can see bottom left what song is playing right now. Should be on the display. Just save that or screenshot it or whatever you got to do. And that is the song that is currently playing. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the gameplay. Just go, okay. Drop me in.
Bag's empty.
All right, reload, reload. They're actually holding us back here. I was completely one shot there for a second. Get an angle on this walker here. You son of a... Toss a grenade in. There we go. That's how you line up the shot. Get your stuff, man. Get your stuff. No, don't go towards the grenade. This is where an anti-materiel would have... They'd all be done by now if I had an anti-materiel. Oh, I've had all these the whole time and I haven't used them. Can I call in another resupply? I can. Here we go. Here we go. Should have known that was coming. Nice. I don't think that was me that took it out, but I'll take credit for it.
Bag's empty. New mag.
Yeah, I've got to reload everything. Keep forgetting you got to hold down the button to switch to your support. Lay down. Yeah, come on. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, you know what? I'll come to you. How's that? Dang, how are we still stuck in this fight? 20 minutes left. The ultimate holdout. And we got another dropship coming in. Let's see. We've got one
Tagging map. North.
location there. I'll just start heading that way. I'll grab this guy's samples. I don't know why he forgot them. There we go. Okay, now I'm about to get not really surrounded, but just put into an awkward position if I don't get behind cover here. Okay, I can't crouch for some reason. It only lets me slide. Here we go.
Bag's empty.
Eat this. It's hard to tell which when it's going to be accurate, because sometimes the shots look like they line up with both circles. Other times you can't really tell.
Fire in the hole.
That was kind of a nice throw. Too bad it didn't really hit anything.
Get some. Get some.
Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm pushing you guys now.
Requesting air support. Bag's empty.
Boom. There we go. He's got it locked down.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Okay, what's next? Are we done?
Dropping a pin.
think we're done.
North. 50 meters.
There might be one secondary objective we missed. There probably is, actually. But let's get us out of here.
Calling in extraction.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
I don't know what's shooting me from way back there, but just gonna put bullets downrange. I got you. I got you. Oh God. Get down. Heal. Reload everything. All right, can we call in a resupply? We can.
Calling down supplies.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Oh, love game is coming on.
Last reload.
I'm just gonna grab all this. Grab two of them since there's two of us. Actually, I don't even think I need to. No, I'm chilling. Do insects feel everything when they... Probably not. I mean, because they don't... they don't necessarily have sensors or sensitivities in the same way that we understand them. So I guess it also depends on what insect you're talking about.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
I bet they feel, yeah, they probably, again, I think it also depends on which insect. Perfect day for me would involve meditation in the morning, a vegan meal at a Beverly Hills restaurant, and spending time with loved ones. Hashtag enlightened mafios. What the hell?
Pelican 1 landing sequence.
Everything is so literal. All right.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extract
Oh, I almost died there.
giving ascent.
Holy. I hope they have some medics on board because I just took a... I mean, I have stims. I would have been fine anyway, but... Jeez. Imagine how tragic that would have been. Oh. I can't even move. This controller makes me feel all cramped now. That was an experience. Oh my god. We didn't even play on a hard difficulty, but it was just... That is not fun. 2 out of 10 would recommend, and only the 2 would be for challenging purposes and because you play on a couch. That's about it. Yikes. I got 4 medals for that. Let's go. AI with 0 room for creativity, dialed into a T. Yeah. Well, the creativity is... It's not in, you know, this is why it's really important that we keep experts in their fields, because an AI will come up with something that is usually just acceptable, but anyone worth their salt with any sort of knowledge in a field will go, there's something that doesn't make sense there. And part of the problem is also that a lot of the people who are making AI, and I don't know if they've since updated this, but they are training AI with information that they've gotten from AI. So it is like a self-feed. You're actually breaking it more by doing that. Nice. All right. Well, that was fun. Pull us out. AI is some of them. It depends. It depends. And that was oldish news. So, oh, let's see. Process was trusted. Hey, came out looking good, Panda. Also, do your nails match your what'd you call that? Your eyeshadow? That sounded so. Is that your eyeshadow? Oh. I'm gonna call it there. It's purple and silver cat eye. Ah, okay. I see. All right, well, take care, guys. Thanks for coming through. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday. I got to get to work now. It is crunch time for editing. It seems like crunch time comes sooner and sooner every week, but I hope to have this video done and ready to go. All right. I hope you got that song neutral. Thanks for coming through, Chris, Panda. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for switching scenes when my silly ass is not paying attention. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.